Welcome, Madridistas. The passion for the white jersey comes alive here. Stay tuned for the latest updates, transfers, and everything about the greatest club in the world, Real Madrid.
David Alaba is preparing to leave Real Madrid. Despite his intention to fulfill his contract until 2026, the current situation at the club makes his future increasingly uncertain. With recurring injuries, limited playing time, and a tactical shift favoring younger talents, Alaba's role in the squad has significantly diminished. The club's management now sees this summer as the right time to move on, especially with the arrival of young defenders like Huijsen under the leadership of new coach Xabi Alonso. The renewal process at Madrid has only amplified the fragility of Alaba's position. The club is entering a new era focused on building a more competitive and financially sustainable team. In this context, parting ways with a high-earning player like Alaba, whose on-field impact has been reduced, seems both logical and necessary, regardless of his personal wish to stay. Now, a tempting offer from Galatasaray, the reigning Turkish champions, could seal the decision. The proposal promises Alaba a starring role in a new project, giving him the chance to reclaim regular minutes and take on a fresh professional challenge away from the Santiago Bernabéu. Florian Wirtz is getting closer and closer to joining Real Madrid. The Spanish giants have activated their full strategy to secure the signing of the German prodigy, one of the brightest young stars in European football. His outstanding season with Bayer Leverkusen, where he played a key role in their Bundesliga title win, has convinced Madrid's leadership that Wirtz is a safe investment for both the present and the future. At Valdebebas, they admire not only his talent but also his maturity, vision, and ability to change games. Direct contact has already been made with his camp, and Real Madrid has made it clear they are ready to compete with any offer to bring him to the Santiago Bernabéu. Real Madrid holds a major advantage: Xabi Alonso. The Spanish coach, who was instrumental in Wirtz's development at Leverkusen, will take over the Real Madrid bench this summer. This connection could prove decisive in swaying the player's decision. The club believes Wirtz is eager to continue working under Alonso, and this could give them the edge despite strong competition from other top clubs. Madrid is already prepared to launch an offer exceeding €130 million and is exploring flexible payment options to facilitate the deal. While the negotiation won't be easy, the Real Madrid board is fully committed. Florian Wirtz is an absolute priority. His profile fits perfectly with the club's long-term renewal project, which has already brought in talents like Bellingham, Camavinga, and Valverde. The message from Madrid is clear: now is the time to strike. Real Madrid is on the verge of completing one of the most anticipated transfers of the window, the signing of Alvaro Carreras. The young left-back from Benfica, a product of La Fábrica, is very close to returning to the club where he began his football journey. Negotiations have been intense, especially since Benfica will also compete in the Club World Cup and wanted to keep the player. However, in Valdebebas, this operation is seen as a top priority, and the club is doing everything possible to bring Carreras in as soon as possible. Real Madrid's objective is clear: urgently reinforce the left-back position with a player who offers both defensive security and attacking projection. Carreras fits that profile perfectly. With inconsistent performances from Mendy and Frangosia this season, the sporting directors have pushed hard to secure the return of this former academy player who has shined in Portugal. While the medical check and official announcement are still pending, everything points to the deal being nearly complete. Real Madrid wants to close the signing within hours and have Carreras join the squad ahead of the Club World Cup. The operation hasn't been easy. Benfica has set a high price, but Real Madrid has maintained firm pressure and is reportedly ready to make a significant financial effort to secure a player they see as vital. Carreras is just one step away from wearing white again, and all signs indicate he'll be a key figure in the club's next chapter under Xabi Alonso. Real Madrid is on the verge of completing the signing of Huijsen and is fast-tracking the final steps to make the move official as soon as possible. Aware of interest from other top European clubs, the Madrid board has intensified negotiations and agreed to a deal worth around €60 million to secure one of the most promising young centre-backs in Europe. Everything is being prepared at Valdebebas for his arrival, and the club plans to present him before the upcoming international break. The official announcement could come in the next few days. The club's intentions are crystal clear: they want Huijsen to join the squad in time for the start of pre-season. Xabi Alonso, the incoming head coach, has already approved the signing and is eager to begin building his backline around the talented Spanish defender. Huijsen himself is ready to make the leap and is just waiting for the final green light to wear the iconic white shirt. His presentation is expected to take place before he joins the Spanish national team for the Nations League, which forces the club to manage the schedule with precision. Although his training debut may be delayed due to international duty, Real Madrid sees Huijsen as a key part of their future and is doing everything possible to bring him to the Santiago Bernabéu without delay.
Xabi Alonso is on the verge of becoming the new head coach of Real Madrid. While there's no official announcement yet, the Spanish giants are doing everything in their power to secure his arrival for next season. Within the club's leadership, Alonso is the clear favorite to succeed Carlo Ancelotti. A former player, a midfield general, and now one of the most promising young coaches in Europe, he fits perfectly with the club's vision. Negotiations are progressing steadily, and all signs point to an imminent agreement. Real Madrid sees more than just a coach in Xabi Alonso, they see a bridge between the club's glorious past and its ambitious future. His remarkable success at Bayer Leverkusen, where he ended Bayern Munich's dominance and implemented a bold, tactical style, has solidified his status as a top-tier managerial talent. For the fans, the idea of welcoming back a club legend, this time on the touchline, sparks both nostalgia and excitement. Though no deal has been finalized, everything suggests that Alonso's appointment is only a matter of time. His potential return would be more than a strategic move, it would be a statement. Real Madrid is ready to write a new chapter, and Xabi Alonso looks set to be the one holding the pen. This Saturday at the Santiago Bernabéu, Lucas Vazquez will play his final home match as a Real Madrid player, although the club has chosen not to officially announce his departure until after the Club World Cup. After 10 seasons with the first team, the academy graduate leaves the club with an outstanding record and a reputation as a model of dedication, humility, and professionalism. He will reach 400 appearances wearing the Madrid jersey, a milestone few players achieve. Lucas Vazquez has always been much more than a squad player. Ready to step in whether as a winger or fullback, he never sought the spotlight but earned his place in a star-studded team through hard work and commitment. His departure marks the end of a quiet yet valuable era, that of a player who gave his all for the badge without ever asking for recognition. Real Madrid plans to give him a proper farewell after the June tournament. Meanwhile, this last match at the Bernabéu will quietly serve as the goodbye of a man who embodied the club's values like few others. Real Madrid has officially begun serious negotiations to sign Alexis Mac Allister, the Argentine midfielder currently shining at Liverpool. With Luka Modric's departure confirmed and a clear need to refresh the midfield, the Spanish giants have identified the World Cup winner as a top target for this summer. Mac Allister's tactical intelligence, technical skill, and top-level experience make him an ideal fit for Madrid's evolving project and a potential long-term leader in the heart of the pitch. The transfer won't come easy. Liverpool values the 26-year-old highly and has set a price tag of around €90 million to even begin talks. Despite the cost, Real Madrid is fully committed to bringing Mac Allister to the Santiago Bernabéu and has already made contact with the player's representatives to discuss personal terms. The Argentine is reportedly open to the move and intrigued by the opportunity to join one of the world's most prestigious clubs. Florentino Perez and his board are working quickly to close the deal before rival clubs can enter the race. Confidence is growing within Madrid's leadership. They believe that while the price is steep, Mac Allister has the vision and maturity to become the new engine of their midfield for years to come. Shockwaves at the Santiago Bernabéu. Luka Modric, the Croatian magician who defined an era at Real Madrid, has officially announced his farewell to the club after more than a decade of glory. His departure, confirmed by both the player and the club, will take place after the Club World Cup in the United States. Modric, who arrived in 2012 from Tottenham, was initially met with criticism, but quickly became the heartbeat of Madrid's midfield. With his vision, elegance, and composure, he led the team through a golden era, 6 Champions League titles, 4 La Liga titles, 2 Copa del Rey trophies, and a historic Ballon d'Or win in 2018, breaking the Messi-Ronaldo duopoly. In total, he played 590 matches, scored 43 goals, and delivered 95 assists, cementing his status as one of the most influential players in the club's modern history. His departure marks not just the end of an extraordinary chapter but the beginning of a new era, with rising stars like Jude Bellingham and Eduardo Camavinga stepping into the spotlight. At 39, Modric is not ready to hang up his boots. His next goal, the 2026 World Cup with Croatia. Rumors link him to a potential move to MLS, possibly joining Lionel Messi at Inter Miami, or to Serie A clubs like AC Milan or Roma. This Saturday, against Real Sociedad, he will play his final match at the Bernabéu. The stadium will rise as one to give a hero's send-off to a player whose legacy will forever be etched in Real Madrid's history. Luka may be leaving the pitch, but he will never leave the hearts of Madridistas. Real Madrid is pulling out all the stops to sign Florian Wirtz, the German sensation from Bayer Leverkusen. Since Xabi Alonso's arrival at the helm, Wirtz has become a central figure in the club's future planning. Alonso knows him intimately from their time together in the Bundesliga and sees him as the ideal player to reshape Madrid's midfield. At just 22 years old, Wirtz brings exceptional vision, line-breaking ability, and tactical maturity, qualities that perfectly fit the style Alonso aims to implement in this new era at the Bernabéu. The club is preparing a bid that could exceed €100 million, a clear indication of Wirtz's strategic value. Talks have already begun with the player's entourage, but Madrid has set a firm condition: the transfer will only move forward if the team underperforms at the FIFA Club World Cup. A disappointing showing in that tournament would trigger an immediate push to bring Wirtz into the squad. At Valdebebas, there's strong belief that Wirtz wouldn't just add talent, but also leadership and freshness to a midfield in transition. Everything is in place: the plan, the interest, the ambition, and now the future could pivot on the club's performance in the weeks ahead.